We have our new Loopo Lite, an update to the Loopo Lite. So the Loopo Lite had been the lightest weight harness on the market, which is great when all you care about grams, but sometimes we also want just some extra niceties and a little bit more comfort, and so we redesigned it and added in some features that make it a really great balance. It's still extremely light at 110 grams for the size medium. Still fits nice and small in this little pouch. You can fit this in your pocket if you're doing glacier travel or anything else where you might not have to have your harness on for part of it. And it is actually easy to get back into there. Some of the major changes has been in the shape and construction of the harness itself. So we're still using Dyneema webbing as that structural support. So these pieces of webbing are actually what's doing the full strength of holding that fall. But we've changed the fabric that's in the middle, and we've changed the shape of the waist belt. So the fabric now distributes that pressure a little bit better than the old mesh did, and it goes to that butterfly shape that we're seeing in a lot more of our harnesses, which we've discovered distributes that pressure significantly better than that bullhorn shaped harness. So it's still going to be designed so you can put it on and take it off without taking your feet off the ground, but we have added in a little bit of adjustment. So the leg loops now have a little buckle on them that's adjustable. So it'll fit a little bit of a wider range between sizes. And we've also added in that adjustment on the waist belt as well. So now when you're putting it on, it's very easy to get it there, get the adjustment right for you, and then attach the loops here that will secure the harness. We color code the system, so when you're putting it on, it's very easy. Even if you're tired and it's an alpine start, it's 3 in the morning, you didn't have your coffee, it's all color coded. And what's nice is once you have the system all together, it's easy for your partner or for yourself to check that you're in, because we put this reflective strips on the part that you want to tie in or clip into. So if you've got your headlamp, you look down and those 2 strips will be reflecting back at you. Or if you're wandering around camp and your buddy's wondering where you are because it's time to start climbing the mountain, they can shine their headlamp around and see you're just 20 feet away from your tent and not still sleeping in your sleeping bag. So we're really excited about it. It's still called the Loopo Lite. It just gets these nice upgrades to make it much more usable and a harness that you'd be really excited to take either for ski mountaineering, glacier mountaineering, or if you really need a super lightweight climbing harness for rock climbing and you're not planning on having to hang in it too long, it'd be perfect for that too. So something we're seeing on all of our premium harnesses is going to be the elastic bump straps on the back that go into a piece of Dyneema webbing. So this is going to allow it to be much easier to adjust up and down compared to traditionally when you had the elastic going through the buckles. And but it still has a buckle, so very easy to drop it down if you need to and buckle it back up. This harness is obviously as we talked about, the Dyneema webbing here is that structural integrity and loops back around. And then we've put the nylon abrasion protectors over top. So one, it allows us to dye it a certain color because you can't dye Dyneema any colors. So it allows us to do those color coding, and then it also adds that abrasion protection. Because it's just that abrasion protection, we actually have it bar tacked in a circular motion. So that way, that bar tack's gonna last a whole lot longer. You're not worried about just a single horizontal bar tack that could eventually wear out. With any of our harnesses, when we have this abrasion protector built in, if you do wear through that abrasion protector and get to the webbing on the inside, if the harness is made out of Dyneema, it'll be white. If it's one of our nylon webbing harnesses, it'll be red. That's when it's time to retire that harness, because this is how the harness has been tested, and this is how we can guarantee that it's gonna function the way we want it to. Once you've worn through that abrasion protector, we have no way of knowing how much you may have worn through the structural part. So it's definitely time to retire that harness once you've worn through the abrasion protector. It will be 110 grams for the size medium, and it will go for $84.95. We offer a small, medium, and a large.